Hello, welcome back to Sarah's Rhythm. I am Sarah, and today I'm going to be doing a joint review. I am going to be talking about the Renaissance film, and I'm going to be talking about the new single from Beyoncé, My House, that debuted at the end credits of the Renaissance film. The Renaissance film was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love how Beyonce did the edits with the transition. The transitions were epic, they were large. It I love how she pieced all the footage together from all 56 shows. It was just so amazingly done. It was very cinematic. It was very high quality, high caliber. It's everything that you would expect from the Queen Bee. Everything that you would expect from my girl. Okay, I am just in awe of the film. Of course, the Renaissance tour means so much to me because I attended the Renaissance tour in Detroit at Ford Field in July, and honey, it was an experience. I saw Beyonce up close. I was front row in Club Renaissance, and let me tell you, the Renaissance tour, it is the greatest tour of all time. Of course, we know that it's Beyonce's best tour, but this is the greatest tour in pop music to me. Like nothing else, nothing else tops this. This is my favorite Beyonce tour. The production, the dancers, the themes, the props, everything about the Renaissance tour is just epic. The costumes, everything. It's more than just a Beyonce concert. It's not just a concert. It's an experience. Renaissance itself is a movement. It's an event. It's not just an album, it's an event. And that's why I still don't understand why she didn't get Album of the Year for Renaissance, because this was the best album of 2022. Renaissance is a movement, it's a revolution. It's supposed to make you feel good. It gives people a safe space to escape and be themselves and be happy. Just to get into the track My House that debuted at the end of the Renaissance film at the credits, I love how she sort of makes it an anthem. Renaissance, new revolution. Pick me up even when I fall. Let love heal us all. Oh. Like, it's Renaissance is supposed to be healing. It's supposed to, inspire love and happiness, and of course it pays tribute to the LGBT community too, with the ballroom culture and the music. But, it's for everybody. It's for everybody. Everybody can enjoy this because this is just happy. It's happy music, fun music. Dressing up and being out with your friends and everything. That's what Renaissance is all about. New beginnings, rebirth, getting back to your happy place. But the song My House gives me two different feelings. The first part of the song, because it has a movement in the middle of it where the vibe changes, but it gives me two feelings. Like at first it gives me Beachella vibes at the beginning with the horn section and everything. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. That's what it gives me at first. So it gives me the marching band, Battle of the Bands at the beginning, like when the marching bands march into the stadium. That's what the beginning of My House does. And when she does her rapping at the beginning, she does a good job. The thing is, Beyonce never disappoints when she does a rap verse. But it reminds me of an intro or a fanfare, getting people hype and ready to go. That's what the beginning of My House gives. And it makes me want to sort of shake and get down too. And of course, in Beyonce fashion, she's going to do her signature bragging. Take me to Tiffany, I want 44 carats on my fangs. And then the part with the nipple rings and all of that. Hey, Beyonce, we didn't even know that you had nipple rings, but that, or maybe that was just for the song. But of course, she's going to talk about all of her luxuries. She's going to talk about all of her luxuries. She's the queen. She's the queen, Miss Billionaire. Miss Billionaire, ma'am. But then I love how it switches up at the end. And she's saying, get the up out my house. Get the fuck up on my house. Get the fuck up on my house. Yay. And then we can start voguing at that part. That's the part that you can play in the club, but you can play the full thing in the club too. Because, this is a dance song. A dance song with two moods to it. But this is a bop. It's a straight up bop. And this is an anthem. She should officially name this the Renaissance Anthem, because this is the vibe that it gives. Renaissance, new revolution. Pick me up even when I fall. Let love heal us all. But I have so much to say about the film. The film is so moving. I love how B included the behind the scenes footage in the film. And it's not a Beyonce concert film without behind the scenes footage, because she has done this for a while. She has done this for a while. Now, I remember stretching back to the I Am World Tour DVD to where she was giving behind the scenes footage. Now with the I Am World Tour, she didn't give the footage that much so during the film. She did more of it like in a behind the scenes featurette that was included on the DVD. But the behind the scenes footage was included in a behind the scenes featurette called A Mic and a Light. And of course, she also did this with the I Am Yours DVD, and then Live at Roseland and all the rest of them. But this is sort of like what she did with the Coachella film, where she sort of weaved it in. She did half concert, half behind the scenes footage. But I love the Blue Ivy bit of the behind the scenes footage. That's my favorite part of the behind the scenes footage because we get to see the growth in Blue Ivy and how she was motivated to improve herself after she saw the bad comments about her that were written up in the media. But we did learn that Beyoncé initially said no when Blue Ivy asked to be a part of the show. And she said no. She thought it was too big of a stage for an 11-year-old to be on. Which I agree. I think, big stadiums, that's a lot for a child. That's a lot for a child. You have to let children be children and to face that same criticism that Beyoncé would experience, it would probably be a lot for someone in middle school, middle school age, like Blue Ivy. And she recognizes that. But Blue Ivy was committed to it. And then she told her, if you stay committed to it, then she would let her do one show. But then after reading those comments, she got motivated. And she thought, I'm going to show them. And she did all the rest of the shows. Blue Ivy killed it. Blue Ivy killed it. She is going to be a performer like her mom. Definitely. She is going to be a performer like her mom. And by the way, Blue Ivy waved at me at the concert when she was coming back down the runway. Oh, it was such a great moment. But yeah. Shout out to Blue Ivy. I just love Blue Ivy so much. But I just love seeing her growth and how she's come such a long way during this tour. Because, we've watched Blue Ivy grow up. I remember when Beyoncé was pregnant with Blue Ivy. I was in my senior year of high school, when she was pregnant with Blue Ivy in 2011. And that was my senior year of high school. I was like 18. And then now I'm almost 30. I'm 29. I'll be 30 next year. And and we have just watched her from a baby grow up to be this beautiful young lady. And I am so proud of Blue Ivy. I am so proud of Blue Ivy. And I love how Beyonce's co-captain, Amari Marshall, mentored Blue Ivy throughout this process. And she said that if there's any dancer that she would trust with Blue Ivy, it's Amari. And I definitely agree. Amari is so talented. She just has so much energy, so much confidence. And she would be the perfect person to help Blue Ivy. Another bit that I loved is putting the stage together and the concepts together. She explained how there are so many parts to the tour. She was working on this tour for 4 years. 4 years. Like, wow, that is a long time to work on a tour. I don't even think it took her this long to work on her previous tours, like the I Am World Tour, which was epic. Beyonce Experience, Mrs. Carter, Formation. I don't think it took this long for those. This one was such an epic tour that, of course, I believe it. I believe that it would take that long. Because there were so many parts to it. That there were so many props, so many big theatrical elements to it. She said that the stage is all built by hand, and and I just think, wow, It must take a lot of people to do that. When she's performing at a show, the next stage, she has two stages. When she's performing at a show, one stage is at the performance, the other stage is on its way to the next city. And that's reasonable. Because I remember when she came to Detroit, when she performed at the Chicago show, they were already building the set at Ford Field for our show. So, that's something we sort of already knew, if you were watching very closely, but it's something that's understandable because it's a lot to put together and take down. I'm sure it takes hours to put that together. All the crew members did a really great job, and I give them all props for it. But, there were so many different parts of the film that were very moving and make you get very emotional. Like I felt emotional when she talked about her mom, Tina, Miss Tina, and all the appreciation that she has for her because Tina has given so much. She is very important to the Beyoncé brand. Tina has been very involved making outfits, both her and Uncle Johnny. Her Uncle Johnny were making outfits for Destiny's Child back when she was coming up. And of course, she mentioned how her father was very instrumental in her career. They have worked so hard, and she learned some of the business strategies that he had, and she has incorporated that into her work, into her career, and she's learned so much from them. It was such a moving moment. Now, there's a few more things I want to mention about it. The production of the music for the film was epic. I love the additional production that was added on to the live recordings. It sort of gives it a little bit of an extra touch to it. It jazzes it up a little bit. Of course, the live version that we heard at the concert is epic. Is epic. It probably wasn't necessary, but it does make it very theatrical. And that's something that all of the previous Beyonce concert films didn't have. This, it sort of has the remixed element to it, if you know what I mean. But that was excellent. Love the camera angles that she was able to add with the film. The film, it brings such a cinematic visual aspect to it. Like I love the different turns and the tricks and the flips with the camera. That is so cool. And that's another thing that the previous Beyonce films didn't have. I love the part where she does the UNIQUE, and then she has all the letters of the word unique on her nails. I didn't even notice that she had that until seeing the film. But I love how they have the close-up shot of her doing that. See, it's things like that. It's the tricks like that that make it cinematic. It's an experience, and she showed that with the camera angles. See, Beyonce is on a whole different level. She is very into camera angles, lighting, details, and you can see that not only in the behind the scenes, but the actual production of the film itself. She pays a lot of attention to detail. Now, there's a little announcement that I have to make. I am in the Renaissance film. I am in the Renaissance film. It is the part where she does diva, and she does the different costume changes on diva, and they show the different shows. And of course, like I said at the beginning of the video, all 56 dates made it into the film. She was able to do all the different piecings of the shots and the different outfits. All of the iconic outfits that we remember from the Renaissance tour are in it. But the part that I am on is when she does diva, and they show the black Louis Vuitton outfit from Detroit. And I was in Club Renaissance, front row barricade, and I was on the left side. And during that part, she says, "I wanna see her, I like to meet ya. What you said, she ain't no diva." It's that part when they show the wide shot of Club Renaissance, when she has on the black Louis Vuitton outfit. I am on that left side in Club Renaissance. You will probably see me and see my big signature smile, my beautiful smile. You can see me doing that, and then I sort of turn around to look at the dancers too during that part. So you'll see me turn my head, but you'll see my big smile first. But yep, I am in it. I am in the Renaissance film. When I saw myself, I almost cried. I I felt so good because I have been in the Beehive for 20 plus years. I have been a fan of Beyonce's since the beginning. I remember watching the Beyonce DVDs and playing them out and everything. And I never would have thought that I would have been on a Beyonce concert film one day. I never would have thought that I would be in it, but this is just so incredible. Like, I have been overjoyed and so over the moon since November 30th, because I saw it on premiere night on November 30th and on the opening day, December 1st. And oh my God, it's just it's just such a great feeling. I'm a movie star now. I am in a movie about Beyonce, a Beyonce concert film. This means so much to me as a longtime member of the Beehive. Thank you so much, Beyonce. And my last point about the film is that the Beehive are the stars. You know, we were some of the main stars in the film. Not only did this center Beyonce and the crew members and everybody a part of the tour, it centered us. It showed a lot of the reactions, a lot of the excitement, all of our singing along, our dancing. All I love when concert films put a lot of focus on the fans, because it shows the impact that artist has on people. It shows the impact. And we know that Beyonce is heavily impactful. And she has been impactful for me forever. She is my girl. That is my queen. I love her so much. But, it shows the effect that she has on the Beehive. She has nothing to prove to anyone at this point. We know that Beyonce is the queen. We know that she is the greatest of all time, the greatest performer of all time, the greatest artist of all time. And you don't have to argue with me. That's how I feel, and I'm standing on that. She is the greatest of all time. The close-ups were really cool of the Beehive just dancing and doing the choreography and everything, because you know that I am the type of Beehive member that's going to be doing all the choreography. I know all the choreography from the Renaissance tour. And if you've seen my TikTok, make sure you follow me on TikTok. I'm going to link it below. But I have been doing all of the Renaissance choreography all year. And I have always, with every album, all of the Beyonce choreography, I have always had that down pat. Because that's my girl. That's my girl. But if you have not seen the Renaissance film, please go and see the film. Please. This is the greatest concert film of all time. Not only is it Beyonce's best concert film, this is the greatest I've seen. I have never seen another artist do it like this one. I don't want to spoil it all for you. I want you to go and check it out. But that is all. Thank you so much for tuning into Sarah's Rhythm. I am Sarah. If you like this video, if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like and subscribe, because I don't want you to miss my next video. Let's keep the conversation going. But as always, you have a great day.